Okay, we'll do a little update on a few things. There's my solar panel. I got two of those. There were 245 watt panels, and if I remember correctly, I said they came from Solar World where we bought them, but that's not where they were made by Solar World, or at least they got their name on it. But we bought them at I think it's AltE.com. Big solar power place, but that's where they actually came from. So just kind of an update on that in case you was looking up, and if you go to their site, guess what? You can't see where you can buy them. But yeah, Alt-E. But my main goal today was these batteries for the solar panels. These are golf cart batteries, 6 volt. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure it's short and sweet. They had these, and they had another one that was a silver line. Same battery, just silver instead of black, and it was $30 more. And I'd already looked online when I was comparing prices and stuff. I got these at Sam's. These were 80 bucks. The silver ones were $110. These were rated at 215 amp hours at 20 hours. Those were 220. So it was only 5 amp hours difference. I just could not see that being $30 worth of difference. And even when I was looking at them and stuff, the guy kept reaching for these. He was like, yeah, it's the same thing, you know. Anyway, so may not be the best batteries, but for the money, I think it did pretty good at 80 bucks a piece. And that's 215 amp hour batteries. And don't ask me a lot of questions about that, because I'm learning myself, but I'll try if you ask me. So that was my main purpose of going there, and of course I had to update my membership. I hadn't been there in 2 years. I just really don't buy stuff from there. It's just too far out of the way. The gas I spend to go there, I just can't justify it. But while I was there, and I'm going to take some advice from the Frog Toad. I'm actually reshooting this and changing it because he gave me some advice, and I taken heed of it, and I appreciate it, my friend. So I'm going to open up a little bit and show a little bit more of my stuff, and hopefully I can help somebody. But anyway, that was my goal of going there. But I knew if I gotta go pay a membership at Sam's, I'm going to make sure and get spread that membership fee out over some other stuff so it don't hurt as bad. Well, while I was there, I got some, don't make fun of me if I mispronounce it. It's a mesa flower. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a cornflower. It's not a cornmeal, it's a cornflower of some type. Thought about this, talked to some other people about it, and we were thinking in a worst case, bad situation, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's fine to store flour. That's great. Cornmeal, no problem. I ain't saying don't. But the thing I like about this is this makes like, tortillas. You can make a tortillas with it. Is all you need is water. So if I got my water filter, whatever, and rainwater barrels, if I got my rain barrel water, I can filter it, mix it with this, and I can make flatbread. So I just think that is you don't have to take my advice, but it just seems to make sense. Why would you not have this if you're really doing long-term storage? Because all you need is water, and then you can make bread. I don't need eggs, I don't need milk, I don't need yeast, just water, that's it. So got 50 pounds of that. It's like right at 23 bucks for 50 pounds. Got another bag of beans, 25 pounds of pinto beans. I wanted to get some different kind of beans, but this is the only big bags I have was pinto beans. And another 25 pounds of rice. This was $16 and something. That was $17 and something for 25 pounds. No, that's 50 pounds, my bad. 50 pounds of rice for 17 bucks. 25 pounds of pinto beans for 16. So that's a lot of food. For a little bit of money. And just while I was there and happened to walk by it, these this big box of elbow macaroni. It's got 6 1-pound packages of elbow macaroni. Pasta's good to put up, dry pasta. It was only like $4 and something, or $5, $4.98 or something like that. So, and that was the advice I'm taking, because I said I wasn't going to show how to do stuff in Mylar bags. And you're right, I may do it different. I may show somebody something a little different or explain it in a better way. So, point taken. I appreciate that. So I'm going to have to get me some more Mylar bags, because the ones I had left over I done gave to a friend, so let him pack up some stuff, so I got to buy some more. So a little dual purpose video here, some future projects, working on my solar power, do some more long-term food storage. And the other thing I purchased today was 10 foot of wire. You just can't use any old wire for your batteries to go between the batteries and your breaker box. Getting back to solar power, of course. You gotta use this, this is welding cable, which you'd have welding leads. It's real soft, really, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not. It looks like each one of those is a bunch of little, I don't know, anyhow. It's a real high count of copper strands. I don't know, I ain't explaining it, it don't come out there. But anyway, that was like 35 bucks for 10 foot of it, but I needed it. And I didn't have this when I did my other video. I finally got the charge controller. The guy that's helping me out with my solar power stuff, was, you know, advice and what have you, he gave me this because he has no use for it, because it only take up to 500 watts of power, and I'm going to be maxed out at 490 watts is all mine can put out. So it was perfect for me, and he was more than happy to let me have it. And he said whenever I upgrade, just give it back and he'll pass it on to the next guy. And that's what he had done. He had to get it back from another friend of his. So real nice of him. It's even got a thermocouple that you strap to your battery, and it uses the temperature of the batteries to determine if it needs you know, how much juice it can send to it. If the battery's too hot, it's not going to keep cooking them. So that's good. And this is why I need the big wire. That's the main breaker. So it's got to go those lugs. It's going to be coming right off the battery. It's a big 250 amp breaker. You don't necessarily need it that big. It just depends on your system. That was the size I needed. And I'm not going to get into all the wiring. Whenever I do my solar setup, I'll show you how I did all that. And of course, there's my 2000 watt inverter. It's a pure sine inverter. Came with a remote control, so if this is in like a utility room or something, I could actually mount this somewhere else in my house and turn it on or off, or at least monitor it or whatever. Had to buy the lugs to go on the wire. Gotta do that. And this I picked up. We was actually throwing this away at work. This is a pretty heavy duty wire. This was actually what you would wire up like a 480 volt plug. Was running some new wire, and you always have extra, and these were the extra coming out that we chopped off and then put the receptacles. So this was a useless length to us at work, so that was scrap. So I brought those home, but it's plenty long enough for me to run from the charge. The solar power is going from in here, and then I'm going to wire from here to the batteries, from the batteries to this box, from this box to the inverter, to the inverter to my house. See how simple that is? But anyway, my little prepping update for the day. I'm trying to do my quotations. I'm prepping. But I was kind of happy I got my batteries. That's something the only reason I was just putting it off. Because I had some cash put back. And to be honest, I was stingy with my money. I didn't want to spend it. But it was a sale of an old car I had, and I didn't just sell it because I'm going crazy and trying to build bunkers or nothing like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm prepping. But I sold it because I was letting it rot, and I sold it to a friend, and he's gonna fix it up and put it back in its glory like it ought to be. I wasn't. It was just gonna sit there and rot. So we both got something out of it. Anyway, some work I created for myself. A little prepping update.